Hey everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to Pion's Primal Perception. Today I'm going to share my very first experience with Battle for Orion 2. So this game is going to release on the 23rd of March on Steam. And while the predecessor to this was an iOS game, this is a Steam or a PC first game. It's only going to release on PC, on Steam to be more precise. And it seems to be a space RTS game, so let's give it a shot, shall we? Guess we have some character creation here. What's the name of my commander? Well, what is it? You guessed it, it's TH Pion. Let's hope they allow underscores. Let's pick a picture. Sure. There we go, they allow for underscores. That's good. Battle Simulator, campaign missions, editor, shared maps. Let's check out the menu and see if there are some settings. Okay, resolution settings, full screen on or off, no borderless window, show weapon range, move map, screen edge, a bunch of options, that's good. Hide health bars, interesting. Hide game display, battle alerts, hide star display, bunch of stuff. Music volume, effects volume, okay, so separate sound sliders. Always a little weird to see when they're not, like, the default values for the sound sliders are not at the same value, that's always interesting. And key bindings. Not rebinding options, apparently. Yeah, I think this is fixed. Anyway, this is a preview build. They might change this until release. There's, well, 2 more months? No, 1 more month. Not 2. 23rd of March until this releases, so they still have time to implement that. Let's go for campaign missions and see what that does. Objectives: capture the Kefrip star, capture the Glip star system in both cases. Collect the refinery module tech capsule. Best time 0 seconds. Tech 1 out of 0. I guess we start in this system and we have to capture this and this system, which are probably Kefrip and Glip star system. I imagine. There we go. I was right about that. I'm so clever. Titus, hello TH Pine, we will begin your training now. Okay. Who are you? Training for what? Why do I feel so strange? That's a good question. I'm Titus. I will assist you on your mission. You have just woken up from stasis. That feeling will wear off over time. It's always clever to make like the protagonist of a game kind of forget what happened before for some reason, like you wake up from cryo sleep, or you just had like all your memory being wiped or something along those lines, because that completely, like, that makes the tutorial very reasonable, and like it makes the fact that the tutorial is there believable, and it also puts the player on in the same position as the character, because, well, the player doesn't know much about the game either usually. So that's always clever. It's always a little cheap, I guess, because it's a very common technique to do that, but I think the benefits outweigh the disadvantage from not doing that if you don't come up with a way more clever solution to that problem, I guess. So I usually am happy to see when a game starts this way. So let's see how it continues. What mission? Stasis? Where am I? What's going on? That's all a lot of good questions. That is unimportant now. This system is facing an imminent. So shouldn't this be immediate? Is that a word? I'm not a native speaker, so I'm not quite sure. I never heard imminent, but that might be a word as well. Facing an immediate threat, you must command a fleet of fighters and destroy the enemy in this sector. Immediate threat, I thought you said this was a training mission. There is no time for simulations or fleet academy training. It is necessary to act now. What do you need me to do? Activating battle interface. Oh, fancy interface. The battle interface is now active. At the top of your display there are resource gauges. Your resources consist of metal, which is used to make ships and modules, metal, research for upgrades, and command for controlling ships. Okay. Everything else is the sector view. You can see 3 star systems in our current sector. Our fighters are in the Vethel system. The other 2 systems are controlled by the enemy. And there seem to be some time control up here and an upgrades menu. Okay, game is paused right now, which is good. Let's start off with something easy. You can move around the map using the arrow keys or WASD. You can also move your cursor to the edge of the screen to move in that direction, or right click and drag the sector view around that. Try that. I really like the fact that they implemented a bunch of different map navigation or map movement controls. That's just one thing. Like, one big advantage for PC games is that they usually have the ability for, well, that's not an advantage, but one important thing for PC games is is to give the player options. Let the player play as they like. That's why PC games should have extensive option menus, and that's also why it is appreciated if they have different control schemes. Because usually, like if you're playing in one specific way, you're much more likely to play on a console, and if you're a PC gamer, you're much more likely to be someone who wants to customize his stuff and actually spend time on customizing a game or an environment to your needs and to your preferences. So yeah, I like that I have multiple control methods in here. That was easy. What's next? Now try zooming. You can do that on your mouse wheel. Okay, that seems to be the max zoom, or minimal zoom, I guess. Max. That's max. I'm centering your display on the Worthel system. In every system, you'll see the star in the middle and the system border around the outside. Remember, your ships can't navigate beyond the system border. Otherwise, deep space radiation will erode their hulls. Okay. Most systems also have planets. That's where we can build modules. We'll have to acquire tech plans for modules before we can build them. There appear to be one in the Glib system. Tech what? Tech something? Tech modules? What was it? Build modules. That's a tech capsule. I guess that's the build module, I assume. So that's the starting system. That's a star. Then we have a desert planet, a molten planet with a little moon, and another desert planet. They have module slots, I guess, depending on size. So this one has 5, this one has 6, this one has 9. And that's probably our fleet, I guess. Not sure if those red dots are something of importance. No, they just look like asteroids. We'll see. Okay. Here's our fighter squadron. Click and drag a box around them to select all ships in the selection box. You can also click and want to select a single ship. Double click to select all ships of the same type, or triple click to select all ships in the system. That's neat. Triple clicking. That's unusual, but that's a good idea, I think. Alternatively, you could do something like shift clicking or something. That's usually more common, but I guess triple clicking works. They have different behaviors down here, okay, and formations and stuff. You can hold the shift key while selecting to add more ships to your selection. When ships are selected, you select the count of each ship's type on the left side of your display. 20 fighters, okay. To deselect, press escape or space. Yeah, okay, got that. To move them, just right click on the map where you want them to go. Oh wait, the game is not actually paused. Oh yeah, it probably unpaused it because it wanted to give me control. Go ahead and move them somewhere in the Vetrol system. Sure. Go over there. There are 2 enemy star systems in the sector. When you're zoomed out far enough, icons will appear next to the star with detail about the system. Put your cursor over each icon to see what it's showing. You can also click the icon to select all of the planets, modules, or ships it represents. And the game is paused again. I like how the tutorial handles the time thingy. That's always good. Like, tutorials should be paused when possible. So it's good that it auto-paused here after it decided, okay, don't need... after it told me how to control ships. So that's good. So, friendly ships, 0. Planets, 2. Enemy ships, 6. Defense modules, 0. Factory modules, 0. Economy modules, 0. Open modules, 17. Okay. The Kefrip system is closed. Let's attack there first. Wait, wasn't it like an emergency situation? Why are we attacking? Interesting. It may look close in your battle interface, but each star is really light years apart. The only way to get out to our star system is through star lanes. Okay. Here's the star lane between Vetrol and Kefrip. To send your ships through, right click in the Kefrip system, your ships will find the shortest path to the point. So, wormholes, really. Speed this up a little. I wonder if there's some fancy animation. Let's see how they go through the thing. No, they just fly through it. Your ships are traveling many times the speed of light. Those star lanes act like wormholes through space. I called it. Remember that stars are light years apart. At the top of your display are time dilation settings. You can speed up the game. You can also use plus and minus key. Okay, good. Is there a hotkey for the pause button? Probably space. No, space was for deselecting units, so maybe not. We can actually check the menu. There were key bindings here. Speed up, slow down. Selection. Move, zoom, menu, pause, P, or tap. Okay, good. Also at the top of your display you can pause the game and access the menu. On the first tab in the menu you can save the progress of this mission and load previous saves. On the second tab you can see the current mission objectives and your progress so far. Objectives. Okay. The third tab in the menu allows you to customize your interface preferences. And keyboard shortcuts. Okay, let's speed up. There we go. We are in the Kefrip system. Are those enemy ships? Yeah, apparently. Alright, we're in Kefrip. Why aren't all of the enemy ships attacking? It looks like the ships are set to a defensive behavior. You can set this for your ships too. When ships are selected, you'll see behavior information options at the bottom of your display. This tutorial is very... I don't want to say it's slow, because it touches every topic only very briefly, but it touches every topic. So the pacing is maybe a little bit off. Should give me a little bit more interesting things to do. I guess we're getting there now, hopefully. There are 3 types of behaviors. Aggressive means your ships will automatically engage an enemy in the same sector. Defensive sets your ships to only engage when enemies are close enough, then pursue until they are destroyed or leave the system. Or hold position. Yeah, okay. Hold position does exactly that. Your ship won't move unless you tell them. They still fire on enemies, but won't pursue them. Set your ships to aggressive if they aren't already, or move your ships in range of the enemy's fighters to engage. Aggressive, go! Okay, okay. It seems like they completed my order first, going there, and as soon as they got there, they started to behave aggressively and looked out for the closest enemy. And now we're capturing the star, I guess. The enemies don't stand a chance. They're focusing good though. Like one of the ships is almost down. I could probably pull him back. Oops. I think it's dead. Yeah, I lost one. When your ships entered the system, a red ring showed up around the star. That's the star ownership indicator. To capture a star, you need to deplete the enemy control, then build up your control. Once the ring is complete in your control, you capture the star. How do I do that though? Just by being close to the star? Probably. We still need to capture Glib system. They have modules built around a few planets and a tech capsule. You can put your cursor over the tech module to see what it contains. We need to collect it by bringing ships near it. Refinery module. Yeah, that's our objective. Send your ships to Glib and wipe out all enemies, ships and modules. Take note that you can't start capturing the system until all enemy modules are destroyed first. Okay. Relay module. We destroy those. We should focus on the ships first, really. Attack! Attack! Can I actually tell them to attack the ship? Wait, let's try to... Yeah, I can, okay. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure if I can actually give them attack orders, or if I just give them sort of move orders and they attack anything along the way. What's this? Like a transport ship or something? Now, I think an attack order is doing something, but I'm not sure if they actually attack that thing or if they just go there. Collect it. You have collected a refinery tech capsule. This will allow you to build refineries in future missions. Okay. Okay. Right, let's see. Can I tell them to attack this thing? They at least fly there, but on the way there they attack the other one. No, attack this first. I guess I can give them orders somewhat. This takes a long time. Let's just wait for them to finish this off. Like, should not be a big deal. There we go. Mission complete. That was really easy. Let's see if it gets more complicated here. Capture Leorillia star system, I guess. Leorillia, I guess. Tazuno. Collect 10,000 metal and the factory module tech capsule. Okay, you now have access to refinery technology. Next, you will learn how to construct modules and gather resources. I still want to know what's going on. TH Pion, you have been chosen for one of the most important Terra Manus initiative missions ever embarked on. What mission? I've never heard of the Terra Novus initiative. What is that? I will answer all your questions in time. For now, all you need to know is that you have been selected for a very specific mission based on your unique qualifications. I have the feeling, there's something wrong here. I'm not sure if we are acting like if what we're doing is right. Someone is telling us to do this, but I'm not sure if they're acting with good intentions. Command qualifications, the Sol Academy. Yes, you were a student in the Sol Fleet Academy in the year 2142. Based on the results of your training and demonstrated ability to command, you were placed in stasis, awaiting a time that you were needed. Stasis for how long? What year is it now? The star date is 2358.216. You have been in stasis for 217 years. Sweet. How is that possible? Stasis was only supposed to last a few years, not hundreds of years. Everyone I know, they're gone now. I'll explain everything later. For now, I need you to focus on your mission. Now that we have obtained refinery tech, we can build refinery modules. I've already established one refinery, but we'll need more. The enemy controls 2 systems. They're producing fighters from factories. We'll need to obtain that tech capsule so we can start building our own fighters. Our current forces won't last forever. Okay. The Leorelia system has refineries which are providing resources for the factories. If we destroy their refineries, they won't have resources to create ships. That makes sense. Our first priority should be building more refineries and getting more ships to aid us in this fight. We need a lot of resources, at least 10,000 metal. Wait, didn't it just say we need the capsule first to actually build ships? I'm a little confused now. Can we build ships already? We'll see. Each refinery controls a harvester which automatically seeks out ore and returns it to the refinery, or can be obtained from asteroids and space debris. When that isn't available, moons can be harvested but at much slower rate. Okay, so that's where we need the asteroids for. Refineries process the ore that harvesters bring back and refine it into metal, which is used to build modules and ships, blah blah blah. Select a plant you control in the Prono system. Prono? I don't know. And you'll see the module build panel on the left. Okay, refinery. 0 refineries, 1 refinery. A refinery module, okay. Right now right now we're only able to build refineries. Click the plus button to build one on this planet. On this one? It doesn't really tell me on which plant. I'm just gonna go for this one because this one has one already, and also this one has its own asteroid belt, so I guess that's more efficient. What does it cost to build a refinery? 500. We can build 2 more if we want to. As the refinery is building, you'll see the build progress next to it. You can also put your cursor over the monitor to see stats for it. Building 0%. Metal required 500. Okay. That's going quick. Now that the refinery is built, it will automatically build a harvester. Once the harvester is built, it will seek out ore and return to refinery. Okay. Your refineries also increase your metal storage, which is shown in your resource display at the top. We need to build more refineries to store 10,000 metal. That makes sense. We need more fighters if we're going to take on the enemy. The Sarclotter and Falar system are neutral. We can take them over by sending our ships there. They currently have refineries and ships. Okay, when you capture a neutral system, you also capture any modules and ships present there. We should take the enemy system. We should take these systems before attacking the enemy system. That makes a certain degree of sense. So let's take a look. Those are the enemy systems, so we can take those by just going there. So we send a few ships there. And the other squadron over here, and then we unpause. I wonder if it's worth to build more refineries here. I like to think it is. Let's build 1 more. How many module slots does this planet have? 7. That's maybe a little too much. So we're capturing those systems. Is the enemy actually doing something? Guess. I'm not sure if this system is doing anything, but the other one is at least getting resources, I think. Nice work. These refineries are ours now. They'll gather plenty of resources for now, for us. Okay, so we got one of the system and the other one as well. We've captured the system and now control all of the fighters there. It's time to take the fight to the enemy. Is it? Is it? Are you sure? Are you sure? Let's pause the game. How many fighters do we actually have? What was it? Triple click? 7 fighters over here. And... oh, 23 over here. That's quite a bit. How many fighters are in the system? Let's zoom out. They have 22. I'm not sure if we should attack that, really. Well, I mean, if they're not doing it cleverly... Let's assume the AI is defensive and is not going to attack our system up here. We need more refineries, though. So... if we want to get to 10,000 metals, let's do that first. This one has 2 moons. Moons are not very efficient, though. The game told me. So I think I want to build more refineries here. That's 5 more. Every one of them gave 500 capacity, I think. So that's 2,500. That's not even close to being enough. That's 6,000. That's at least 8 more. Well, I guess we build a few more here. This one doesn't even have a moon. I'm not sure why I would build a refinery here. We can build some here. That's probably too many now. Can we get rid of some? Oh, I was expecting I can just shut it down, but I guess I can't. Okay. Well, I guess we have too many now. Okay, let's unpause the game. See how this turns out. They're sending fighters to attack the Sunclear system. Get all of your ships there immediately to defend the system. Okay, they're not defensive. When you have your ships selected, you can adjust the formation in the bottom panel. Select the formation you want, then move your ships where you want them. Formations can make a huge difference in battles. Let's pause really quick. So, are my other ships coming? Yeah, they are. Okay. If I select all of those, formation, what is it? A wedge. No, I think a line is probably good for defense and a wedge is good for offense. Oh, there's a circle and a bowl as well. Okay, let's just go for a line right now. And just gonna move a little closer here so we can attack them as soon as they get out of the... and we... that's not what I expected a line to be honest. Let's just do it manually. Rip them apart. Okay, that's gonna work out very well, I assume. I could micromanage and try to pull this on back and see if that actually works. I think I clicked the wrong one, I assume. We probably could counterattack and would be fine. He has 9 ships left and 15 up there, and I have 29. I think I'm just gonna go for the quick attack here. I forgot I can build refineries up here as well. Let's see how much capacity we have as soon as the refineries are ready, though. I built too many. I'm not making enough resources right now. It's potentially a problem. Well, it will fix itself at some point, but it might take a moment. So let's make sure he's not actually attacking me up there, but doesn't seem to be the case. I'm not sure how much formations actually do, to be honest. I'm not sure if it is that much about battle tactics, more about capturing the systems and stuff. Okay, so let's speed this up a little bit. Wait, the plus key is not actually... I guess they are referencing the other plus key. There we go. Okay. Where are you going? Okay, so pausing and unpausing is saving your speed settings. That's good. You have collected a factory tech module capsule. This will allow you to build factory modules. As you collect tech capsules, the technology they unlock will be available to you in future missions. Sure. I don't. Okay, we have a lot of resource capacity now, so I guess I just have to fill it up now. We're still on minus 340 metal per second, which confuses me a little bit. I'm not sure if they're actually... Oh, they're still building harvesters, that's why, I guess. So, actually, let's attack the system as well, shall we? 15 ships, we have 27. And it seems like the enemies are not maneuvering very cleverly, so... I can take them out one by one without losing too many ships. Let's go for the wedge formation. Okay, now we're at 0 metal per second. That's what it says, but it seems like we're actually making plus. Definitely. Pretty quickly, actually. Let's speed this up to 4 times. We've captured the hostile system, but we still don't have enough metal. Keep building refineries and harvesting ore until we have 10,000. I think we just have to wait a few more seconds and we should be fine. Let's check. Are those... Okay, they completely harvested this asteroid belt already and going for the asteroid belt of the star now. Mission complete. There we go. Well done, Pion. The game is very, very easy so far, which I'm not very happy about, to be honest. Nothing super interesting so far. I'm not sure. I might play this a little more. Depends on how much time I have for stuff and what other games come to my interest in the next few weeks. It doesn't seem to have anything super special so far. It's just very basic, but I guess it gets more complicated later on, but the start is very, very boring, to be honest. Like, it's super simple so far, it's super easy as well, which doesn't make it fun. Sure, it makes sense to start the game, like, not with the brutal difficulty on the first few levels, but making it, like, nearly impossible to lose and not giving me a challenge at all is not a good way. Like, that's a sure way of boring me, so, not sure. I might give this another look, as I said, depending on what other games spring up in the next few weeks and stuff, and how much time I have. And I don't have too much time, and there's a lot of stuff going on in real life right now for me. So I'll see what I can do, but I'm not going to make any promises. So it will release on the 23rd of March if you want to take a look at it for yourself. The link is in the description below. And yeah. I'm Pion. It's called Battle for Orion 2. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun and see you next time.